no one else I'd rather share this with. Nobody knows my imperfections quite as perfectly. You guessed it, it is you that I'm thinking of when we're apart. You're my searchlight when I'm in the dark. It is true. I give it all, I give my heart. You're my searchlight when I'm in the dark, when I'm in the dark.
welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of the NACE Valorant Spring 2024 season. Over 850 teams are competing across more than a dozen divisions looking to advance to the bracket grand finals. Tonight's matchup is going to be Boise State versus Southern Miss. My name is Dallin Starnes, and I am joined here today with Ryan Morrison. Hey, let me ask you this first of all, I guess. How are you feeling about the state of Valorant right now?
Well, I feel like the game has been a little bit stagnant recently because they really haven't added anything additional other than a new gun and then changing the map pool a little bit.
That's fair. Yeah. You know what I keep saying this time and time again. I've been wanting it for months, and yet I've got you know how little communication there's been. Where's the replay system at? Where is that at?
Well, from what I've heard a lot is that they don't want to add a replay system because they think that only the top few percent will actually utilize it for their matches. So they think it's kind of like a waste for their community.
I mean, yeah, I guess I can understand that, but at the same time, that's something that they've been promising for years now, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so weird for them to kind of half backtrack it now, and they've already answered and said, yes, we are going to be doing this. Well, in order to be doing this, and by this I mean Valorant, you got to know Doc's keys to the game. In Valorant, that's going to be focus angles, flank, know your win condition, count cards, call abilities, and of course, click heads. And in terms of the map pool, Southern Miss has banned Breeze, and in return, we banned Split. So the Southern Miss picked Bind as the first map, and we have picked Lotus as the second. They banned Ascent, they banned Ascent, we banned Sunset, so the last map is going to be Icebox, Bind, Lotus, Icebox. How do you feel about Bind?
I think Bind is actually in a really good state right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's been in the map pool for a long time, so a lot of teams are using similar strategies on it, but it's not stuck in one comp pick rate like Ascent is right now. So it can be played different. I
was definitely feeling the same thing. I feel like Bind is probably the map where I feel like there is the most variety going on. Tell me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like this is one of the few maps where you can absolutely solo harbor as controller, you know? Mm-hmm. I see a lot of different comps being played because there are abilities that can be used in conjunction with the teleporters. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I'm a Yoru main, right? Mm-hmm. So I go a little bit crazy on Bind. All of those things that you can do with teleporter, it just flows so well on this map, and I just love that there's more variety here. I couldn't agree more. I think it's in such a great state. It's I don't know. I'm really satisfied with it. And as as all the players are getting into this match, what are you expecting in terms of characters on our side? Who are you expecting?
Well, we definitely are going to rock double controller on most maps. So Brim and Viper are definitely going to be a pick on this. And then I think we're experimenting with Gecko Sky together because their abilities just are really strong if you pair them together. And it makes for an easier sight take because they both have ultimates that are able to take sight.
Well, I mean, it looks like you're just about right. We do have double Brim Viper for controllers, and we also got Gecko and Sky for our initiators, as well as Arrays. And as we start this first map, it looks like it's going to be B, 4 members apiece for both teams. Just going to be trying to take control of this long here.
Yeah, Southern Miss seems to have gone for an early teleport play with the Arrays, which I'm not sure the value that brings because it's kind of a solo fight there.
I feel like you kind of play the game a little bit differently on round 1 and round 2, you know? So I guess this is just one of those strats where it's not expected, you know?
Yeah, I wonder if that's a pre-planned strategy that they have, or the Rays just felt it.
Riku is going to take one and then get taken out as well. It's going to be Skelesis planting the bomb. They know he's in hookah. They just got to wait him out.
Thanks, Wings.
Seems like they're going to double swing him.
There we go. Okay, for a second, I tripped out because I thought that disco ball in the air was an ice orb. I was like, we're not playing ISO.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a round 1 win. It's going to give us Spectres and all that good stuff. A lot of Bulldogs, Guardians, all that good stuff. So round 2. I mean, I say it all the time. I think the first impression is like one of the strongest things that you can do in this game, and getting that first round win, it definitely will like set an attitude for both teams. So I hope to see that kind of like going forward in these next couple of rounds. We seem to be doing kind of like a half default here with Southern Miss slowly pushing up this A site. Ariana going to take 1.
Seems like they're just holding for the eco pressure from the enemy team.
Oop, going to force Brim out.
Yeah. Rariana's great with using utility to clear those like close angles.
Absolutely. Just see it all the time. Oh, and almost got him with the satchel. Almost. That's one of the weirdest interactions is those satchel plays. I love them and hate them at the same time. And with that, that's going to be round 2. I mean, you can't expect much when you're going against Bulldogs and, you know, Guardians and all of that on a round 2. But, you know, I think that's about as... I mean, you literally can't get better than that. That is literally flawless. So... Well, I mean, for this round 3, they're going to go...
You want me to read some of these?
No, you're good, you're good. We got a lot of small shield Vandal runs from the side of Southern Miss. It's just going to be... I mean, not quite full shield, which is a little bit interesting. No Outlaws, though, so that's not going to be too much of a concern. I was going to ask, how do you feel about the Outlaw, I guess?
I think that teams really thought it was going to be like pretty strong coming into this CVAL half, but as we've kind of seen the season progress, it's like it doesn't have as big of a pick rate as people thought it would.
Yeah, I was feeling the same thing. I'm kind of surprised by that. I guess I understand because like there's like a huge drawback if you were not hitting your shots. It's such a long reload time, and you can't reload one bullet at a time. You have to do both. You know, I think that's probably like the main problem with that gun that people are having. But I still think it's gonna. If you are in a round 2 win, I don't know why I don't see more Outlaws being pulled out, because if the other team does decide to force up small shields, that's still going to be one-shot kills. So. I don't know. It's interesting, I guess. Well, we are going to lose our raise, so Miss is going to be up 1. But we are going to continue to push this B site through elbow. Mozik holding it down.
Seems like they're going to teleport back over to Showers. Gecko plant.
I have not even noticed until now. I barely even recognized it. Deadlock. On the scene as well. Deadlock, me and Deadlock have a very interesting relationship. I'm very surprised to see her here, because she is not great on offense, and I think she's decent at best on defense.
Yeah, her lack of like an info ability, like a Cypher Trip or like a camera or anything, really makes it like difficult to play her as a Sentinel.
Well, Kifu's going to be able to hold it down with the smokes. And, I mean, for a bonus round, that's not bad. They were able to take out 2, so it could have definitely been a lot worse. We are going to get, like, probably full ecos from most players, except for this Deadlock and Rim, it looks like. But, overall... I mean, I think it could have been worse. I'm interested to see how this Deadlock continues to play these rounds on defense, because you don't see it a lot, and to this day I still don't really know how to use the wall, I guess.
Yeah, she kind of plays like more like a trap character, other than like other Sentinels. Like once you take space, you kind of use her utility to hold the space instead of like, and then you have to peek off your own utility, and it's less just like. It like doesn't last forever, like a trip does.
It's just that utility specifically, the wall. It just seems so niche in its use compared to just like a Sage wall. I don't know. I can't find like a consistent use for it. I guess there are like some moments, like you can throw it outside of hookah and like hope that they jump down and they get trapped, because you wouldn't be able to get out if you're stuck there. But like. That's niche, and they're not going to fall for that twice. So it's progressively becoming more of like a question of how to use it, I guess.
Well, I feel like what a lot of teams will be using Deadlock Wall for is that it's like a Sage Wall that you can throw.
Sure.
So like, if you're taking B site and you're running up to like the site like mound, you're able to throw that over site and block CT before actually taking that space
Yeah,
to
I
like
guess that makes
isolate
sense.
the 1v1 on site.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I just wish you could throw it farther, you know? It's really heavy compared to most projectiles. And Southern Miss, just trying to round this corner here. We've got a pretty strong hold here for this Long and Hookah. It's just going to be a matter of waiting for this Viper Wall to go down.
Seems like Prestige is trying to go for a kill over the top.
Oop, dink the raise. There we go, just like that.
Good kills from Boise State here.
We only lost one Brim. I mean, it definitely could have been a lot worse. So you absolutely, they played that very, very well. I was concerned with that Viper Wall going down that it was probably going to be over, but yeah, they persevered.
Yeah, I think our funds are starting to pile up too, giving us even more of an advantage coming into these further rounds.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, in terms of eco, it's not looking that great for Southern Miss. Sheriffs and Stingers, they're just going to be playing for whatever pick they can get here. Getting one would be a dream in this situation.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to group up and just swing together here in order to get their kills. Seems like Boise State's assuming the same thing though. Playing deep, just looking for picks.
Oh, there's that
long-range
new
fights.
bundle. Stop for half second. Zero Fang, I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. The like color is good.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who has like that gun specifically reminds me a lot of the what's it called? Nulse. What? I'm hearing. I heard something. It's just something about that skin set specifically. It reminds me kind of. I mean, obviously there is the previous Lunar Year bundle, except they put a little more effort into this one, I guess, with like the animations and all that. But I don't know. I think it looks neat. I don't know if it makes different sounds or whatever, but I think it looks cool. Well, Southern Miss going to be holding out the CT. It's going to be really difficult to push through the smoke, so they just got to wait it out. We've got one deadlock in heaven. QQ is able to take out Skies. Removes the net. Just waiting for this deadlock to peek heaven again. 3v3. Ooh, takes out both flanks.
Spike timer running low.
Yeah, and with that, it does look like that is going to be another round for Boise State.
Yeah, that's a hard round for Boise State. Losing 4 on their eco, just a little difficult. If they win this round, though, the economy for Boise State's just going to skyrocket, and Southern Miss is going to get forced into another eco.
Yeah, I mean, to go 2-1-2, I mean, their eco just continues to pile up. I mean, I'm just waiting for the moment where they decide to start bringing out operators. I don't know if you guys ever run operators that often with the, you know, obviously you don't have like a jet or a chamber, but I still think it's fairly viable on this map given, you know, how it's set up.
Yeah, on the attack side, it's a little difficult to run the operator as well.
Oh,
Raise with 2 with the raise ult.
Wow, QQ just able to take out 2. Looking for a third here on this Rairiana.
Yeah, I think the only reason he was able to raise ult there is his kills on the eco.
Ooh.
He got a 3K last round. So Boise State's going to have to...
Wow. That was quite a play there. I also shout out to that Viper for smoking it so Race could get away as well. Barely. I mean, I think he got hit like once while trying to run out. I mean, enough for him to live. So that's something. Rairiana just holding out this shower, just waiting.
Smoke's down.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ow. There's that deadlock utility. It doesn't quite expect it how... I wasn't expecting it to quite... Wait, whoa.
Whoa.
Skelis is getting 2.
Skelis's reflexes are insane.
Absolutely. I mean, I've watched this guy for so long. I've seen him hit so many of these
30
like
seconds left.
shot transfers and just these flicks. It's absurd.
Yeah, he's like the Flash of Valorant. Like his reflexes are just insane.
Yeah. I mean, well, he does have a wingman, so he could probably get bombed down here, especially considering there is no one on B. So.
Yeah, I think he definitely clutches this one up for Boise State.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to give us a huge opportunity as
10
well as
seconds
the
left.
ult here. It's all just a matter of using that utility appropriately.
Brim used ult.
The ult comes out a little bit too late.
He's gonna get one free. He has Thrash and Molly with
Yeah.
Flash.
This
Looks
might
good. It's looking good for Skelis this year.
absolutely. I mean, you just throw that Molly and bomb, maybe. Yep, get that down, and now you're just gonna be trying to play for the Thrash. Yeah.
Skelis is a mastermind.
Oh, and
Yep.
it lands.
1v1.
All right, get the flash out.
Flash.
Yep. Oh, and he gets shot. So it's just got to be.
He definitely knows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Oh
It's
no
win-
way.
he wins this.
Surely
Yes.
not. Surely not. Wow. That's not going to be enough time, I don't think.
Nope. That was a good clutch by Skelis's.
Wow. What a clutch. Man, that was just expert use of utility there. Everything put to use like in such a way. You can see it over and over again. And not just like the utility, but obviously his aim is also insane. Positioning insane. It's just everything off the charts. I'm like surprised, but also at the same time, it felt expected going into that situation. That
Yeah.
he was just going to somehow take it and make it his own.
I had a feeling after that first kill that he was just like, he was heating up. He's already going to have Thrash, 6 more ult orbs.
Waiting for one to push out the hookah, but there's no one quite going to be there, so they're all just going to be waiting long. Meanwhile, Rihanna in the standstill here.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to pull rotates to B and then hit the teleporter to A here.
Well, I mean, it is working for the most part.
Seems like they're grouping and hitting, actually. 4 through long, and then they're going to have
It's
Rihanna late hookah.
It's going to be difficult without smoke, so they've got to be banking on this Viper ult reaching this site. Oh, I guess we have Brim as well. Forgot
Yeah.
we're doing the double controller setup.
Yeah, the Brim ult, Raze ult combo definitely gave him
Yeah.
a free sight there.
Well, Wingman able to plant the bomb, so now we're just going to be playing for that. Well, 2v4, and both of them are just sitting elbow. One of them with only a Sheriff, so it's definitely not looking favorable.
Yeah, especially after losing that last round for the 1v5 clutch. It's just going to be real difficult for them to like get their mental in for this map.
Both going to double peek at the same time. Ooh. Double peeking into a triple peek.
Yeah. It was a very unlucky timing for them. Almost unwinnable though, unless they just get
Yeah.
some insane shots off.
Well, I mean, in terms of ults, though, we've been holding on to this Viper's Pit for quite some time, and also, I don't think Nguyen has decided to ult yet as well. So there is an Annihilation out there, as well as Riku.
Mhm.
I think this is probably the round where both pits go down. Not at the same time, but like in reaction to one another. There's one. And that's
Yeah,
gonna
that's kind of the difficult of like using Viper's Pit on attack. Is it almost like helps the enemy team retake the site?
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. I mean, it is nice that it has the decay though, so it's you're always going to every match with an advantage usually, unless they've got like a Sova Dart to peek you out or like a Yor to like find you, I guess.
Yeah. They have
But-
the Deadlock ult as well,
Oh,
though,
yeah.
which could be kind of like worrying for Rihanna.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I mean, we're still holding this ult out. Also, Riku has never left their ult this entire time. It's been just consistently on this short side A.
I've got your
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to crunch on the Viper's Pit.
Oh, the net's gonna go out, grab 2, but it's not gonna get too much utility off of that, or not utility, but information.
Yeah, see, this is where Deadlock like
That-
really comes in strong, is the stall on showers. They just couldn't hard hit out of showers there. They got walled off and slowed with the crouch, so they have to either re-hit or leave.
30 seconds left.
It is pretty nice for stalling if it's like unexpected. Oh, and there's I mean.
Yep, both in one round.
Ooh, I mean, you just called it. Yeah, the annihilation into the Viper's Pit, but it wasn't able to grab quite as easily as I was expecting it to.
Yeah, see, this is the difficulty with like Viper's Pit though, is that if the enemy team just starts spamming into the pit, like it could get real dangerous real quick. Just a lucky shot. But it seems like Boise State is going to come out on top of this engagement.
Just going to be holding outside of this smoke, waiting for someone to get a little too overzealous.
Seems like Prestige may want to swing here, but...
Or maybe just hold it.
Oh, is he going to get timing?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got timing. Well, QQ continuing to push through this Viper's Pit. Oh!
Nice shot there by Rariana.
1-7. I gotta say it's not looking too good for Southern Miss right now. It is a best of 3 though, so this is not the end all be all map. It's just I mean really at this point it was just like a matter of getting that bomb down, especially because Wingman was taken out. But you know, after we were able to get that bomb down, it just basically became near set in stone.
Yeah. Southern Miss is just going to have to overcome kind of a mental battle here, definitely, to come back from this 1-7. Just not let it affect their next game as well.
And this round is also going to be pretty difficult, seeing as every single member is going to be running a sheriff. So they're going to be banking on headshots here.
And ults are starting to stack up as well for Boise State in these coming rounds. So.
Well, Skydog gonna be pushing this Hookah, or not Hookah, U-Haul. Doesn't find anyone.
Seems like they're gonna all TP towards B.
Yeah.
B side fully clear for BSU.
They were able to clear out everyone off of B side, get everyone to rotate, and with that, I mean, not only are we gonna get all of them to rotate, but we're gonna follow behind as well.
Yeah, we have 2 good lurks. Spike down. Skelis is shooting at his teammate when he teleported.
We've got another Thrash as well, so it seems pretty manageable.
Yeah.
Satchel, knock him off bomb.
Yeah. With Rariana on the flank, though, it's just going to be a hard round to win.
I mean, you're going into this with only 5 sheriffs. It's not going to go well. You just got to go in with that expectation. So, I mean, if you're going in with the expectation, you're probably going to lose this round, but you're going to be banking on getting like even a single pick. Then that's good enough. Unfortunately, they weren't able to find a pick, so we are back to a full rollout in terms of weapons.
Yeah, we're 1 kill off Bremult or Orb, so they're probably going to go towards like a Showers or Long, try to get an Orb, or maybe just have Brem plant the bomb here.
I think Brim is the one holding the bomb right now. I can't tell. Oh no, it's Gecko. Yeah, that really makes sense. Ooh.
Brim got spammed.
Yep, spam through the wall.
Skies with a good pick though.
And
Skies with 2
there
on
we
site
go.
take.
Bomb down, gonna be a 3v2 or 2v3 rather. Whatever. Either way. Gonna be banking on trying to get this pick here. Oh, not gonna quite reach. Even it out or not. Yeah, get the trade, get the trade.
Both players of Southern Miss are low here. Prestige could definitely come in with a clutch.
I mean, communication is key. As long as they know that, they could definitely pull this out. Ooh, but they were expecting the peek through smoke.
Without like Sky's rechargeable flashes there, it's like near impossible for them to be able to win that round.
Yeah, I mean, say what you will. I think it's probably a good change that it's no longer rechargeable because man, the amount of info and like more than info, the amount of things that you can just do with that flash alone, it's absurd. It's I mean, and not only just like the amount of stuff, but like the amount of times you can do it. It was just excessive, and I think people have like decided to take that hate train now to Gecko, who can pick up his stuff repeatedly. But I don't think it's quite as often. I don't know. I don't know Gecko timing measurements, I guess.
The reason that Sky is was so powerful is because of the double controller meta that we were in for so long.
Right.
Where her Sky Flash could fake presence very easily and then recharge.
Absolutely.
But
It was so good at fake presence. It was really annoying to get around.
yeah, but now since the Sky nerf, I've seen a lot more comps that don't rely on double controller Sky as their only initiator. There's a lot more comps that involve maybe double initiator, single controller on maps that almost never saw that.
That's interesting.
Which I think is a very good change to the competitive meta.
Well, I mean, with this deadlock wall about to go down, it looks like there might be an execute on A. We've got 3, about to be 4 members of Southern Miss all pushing towards this A site right now. It's going to be a lot of picks being taken out. QQ and Nguyen taking out Sky's Prestige. Rairiana with the trade, but also gets traded by Theozen.
Daimyo's in a 1v4 here. It's going to be a hard round to win.
Yeah, especially considering he doesn't have bomb right now, so just play for whatever pick you can get right now.
Yeah, he's got 1 smoke. You just kind of have to bait back short. Try to get 1. If they give it to him, though, Daimyo will take the shots, and he will win the clutch if they peek him 1 by 1.
13
seconds there.
Yeah.
Almost had it.
Almost. It just peaked, not peaked, aimed a little bit too low, unfortunately.
Last round in the half.
But it's still definitely, I mean, 3 to 8. I think that is a very comfortable place to be in terms of score. So not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with bind attack being the harder half for most teams. Going into the half with the advantage, especially with the eco run wins and the clutches, the mental of Southern Miss has definitely gone down a little bit.
Brimstem just going to be pushing out this hookah as fast as possible. Ooh.
Seems like Boise State's been playing extraordinarily fast Valorant against Ole Miss or Southern Miss up until this point.
I mean, at a point you got to ask if maybe it's too fast, considering the picks are kind of getting turned around in these last couple of rounds. I think Southern Miss has kind of picked up on that and are taking advantage of that.
Yeah, I feel like Boise State definitely progressively sped up across this whole half, and it slowly started to make them lose rounds just because they were losing the advantage to uncleared corners and things they didn't expect. So better communication could definitely have helped us there.
I mean, new half. That's gonna be a mental restart. Gonna be just about expected. Viper on A, Brim on B. Yeah.
No timeouts first half though from either team.
No.
Which I thought was pretty interesting.
I'm kind of wondering where that's at. I mean, scores right now. I mean, we've seen QQ from Southern Miss just absolutely demolishing time and time again, just getting the 1 and 2 picks. It's pretty crazy. A lot of small shields as well. I don't know how you feel about small shields on round 1. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't like doing it.
It's just so strong.
Yeah.
The classic is such a good gun, and the ghost is about the same as the classic. I feel like the reason people use the ghost a lot more is just because it's more satisfying than the one shot.
Yeah. I mean, even though it is 1 shot, it is also 1 round. So round 1. So it's not gonna matter as much in most cases.
And if they buy light shield, it's a 2 shot anyway. So some people just opt for the classic, and the right click is still strong.
It's kind of a rock paper scissors type deal. Well, Theozen able to take Rairiana out. A lot of trades coming out.
Even trades so far. 2v2.
Daimyo taking 2.
Skies with a good nade.
Yeah.
Seems like they're gonna TP.
That deadlock wall, I give it a lot of flack, but on round 1, it is so much to deal with. You have to go through an entire gun supply just to break it, or if you're not risking just knifing it the entire time. It just takes so much to break that wall in a round 1.
Yeah, especially on B site there with the walling off CT. Just made the retake for Prestige impossible to help his team on site.
Absolutely.
Allow them to get the even trades and then win out on A site. Seems like we're gonna have 2 Deagles on Boise State here. Oh, switch to a ghost. Skelisys does like to rock the Ghost a lot on the second round.
That's fair. I can get behind that. It's I mean, it's not, you know, a sheriff, but I do think it's definitely very manageable if you're coordinating it well and like positioning yourself correctly.
I think Light Shield would probably be like a more optimal pick though for the same amount of money. Just because like it's a 2-shot to heavy armor, you only get like the slight range boost. But on a map like Bind, you can definitely just stay close quarters and not have to peek into them. But the Ghost does have like a more in its mag, so you can take on more at a time.
Yeah, 15 to 12. Sweet shot. 3 shots can make a difference. It's just gonna be near stagnant from Southern Miss. They're just waiting for someone to peek up.
They're just holding in their spawn this whole round, it seems like. They are going to have to re-clear B-side, though, because they didn't have anyone watching that at the start.
They're just playing it so very, very slow.
Yeah. This could look very dangerous for them, though, if BSU gets a hint of where they are, and then they start to stack, and then they don't have enough time to rotate.
Oh, I mean, this late into the round, if they do see someone, I think it might be enough for them to all think that, oh, it seems like they're all culminating towards A. So.
Yeah, it seems like Boise State has 3 there, with Skies in a very good position if they want to go showers late.
I mean, with the Viper Wall aimed into U-Haul, I think they might have a strat here. Yeah, they're all just going to push straight into this U-Haul and then try and go from there. Rariana's stuck thanks to that deadlock wall. Plant is going to go down.
Yeah, it seems like Boise State's just fighting out of showers here. Gecko Flash is going to come out soon.
Yeah, it just takes so much to take that thing out. Well,
yeah, Boise State's going to take U-Haul control. The rest of Southern Miss are kind of short at this point.
Well, that blind could be huge right now. It's not going to... They're both going to be able to get behind corners, and...
That was a very good eco, though, by Boise State.
That was a great eco.
They're not going to be able to have as good as gun next rounds for Southern Miss. It's going to make this a lot easier for Boise State to come in clutch on this one. They keep the long angles, don't play close, only have to worry about the Viper Wall A. It's looking good.
Running a lot of Vandal small shields, as to be expected. Just... I'm seeing a shorty with this raise. I'm expecting something going to be... done to push this hook up really fast.
Yeah, there's just going to be a very quick double satchel, probably from Southern Miss at one point of this round. Try to get a pick with the shorty. Seems like Boise State's been taking showers every single round now.
Yeah, they've been waiting, just... Yeah, very, very strange positioning right now. All like 3 different members all waiting outside of that like spawn segment. I don't see that very often. Usually they're like a lot closer to like the corner outside of A-Link, but it seems like that's kind of where they're going now.
Yeah, I think Southern Miss has definitely picked up on BSU's like over-aggressive behaviors that they've had towards the end of last half. But if Boise State locks in and stops peeking, then it's pretty much over for Southern Miss if they keep playing in their spawn.
Well, Skelisys was able to take one, so we are going to have a numbers advantage.
Oh,
but not
Danyo got
anymore.
timinged.
Throws the nade into U-Haul. It's not going to find anyone. Although all 4 members are stuck in that one small corner.
Skies with a good pick to even out the numbers.
30 seconds left.
Southern Miss seems like they're getting ready to teleport here.
Yeah.
But Rariana is on the flank here, able to probably get 1 from long.
This could be big. Sky's pushing for CT. No flashes though, so if that smoke goes up, it's gonna be pretty difficult to clear.
Yeah, they're definitely all grouping U-Haul or grouping elbow here. They definitely don't know about the flank though.
This could be. Oh, it's just gotta be. It's just in that corner right there. Can't see it. Oh, but pushing. Oh. Okay.
Good kill there by Skies.
Absolutely. And that is going to take it to our 9th win, just like that.
Yeah.
Well, we also have a Raze ult as well now. It's pretty big. if they do eventually decide to stop with the really slow pushes and decide to rush something that could be a game changer.
Yeah, I feel like Skies is definitely going to try to go for a play with the Raze ult. He's a pretty flashy player when it comes to his ult. He likes to play pretty aggressive with it, and I feel like that'll be shown during this round or next round, depending on the situation.
I mean, pretty even for weapons, except a little bit of a lack of shields on BSU's part.
Yeah, Skellus is going with the no shield.
Pushing long.
Yeah, it seems like they're going for an aggressive play on this Brimstone.
They really wanted that orb.
Yeah, it seems like he's not going to get caught. Southern Miss is grouping towards Showers. Looks like it's going to be an A hit with the late lurk by Deadlock from Showers. Seems like BSU is kind of caught on to the A hit though so far.
Brim is kind of doing something. I don't know if it's just a hold or if he's like slowly pushing it up, but that could change some things if he like finds either Gecko or Brim on that B site.
Yeah, I feel like.
Or rather, if they find him.
Yeah, I feel like as Deadlock, I feel like Deadlock and Brim should be like switch positions.
Yeah, that's fair.
As a Sentinel, because I feel like Brim brings a lot of impact for the explosive like taking for the team. Like Sten Beacon and his smokes just like allow him to really just get in there and fight.
Oh, Rayon is gonna see Nguyen. Tries to throw the wall to trap him, but it's not gonna work. But Riku will be there to get the trade, or not trade, but just the pick rather.
Yeah, Boise State's in a 3v5 here with very little util remaining for this retake. Seems like they might just end up saving here if they can't find one soon.
Yeah, I mean this is just one of those moments you gotta save your guns.
Yeah, it's just really unlucky when they take a site and just your team isn't able to get one or two, because it makes the retake especially difficult on bind.
And not to mention, I think Riku, the Viper, is setting up for potential lineups as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like at this level of like play, players on both sides definitely have like lineups that they just kind of know from playing the game for so long.
Yeah, I went against a team like a week ago that had a Brim and Viper lineups. It was so annoying to deal with because I mean, you literally have to have like a designated flank player just to deal with that, because if you don't, you are going to lose the round if they get planted down. So, I mean, like in a case like this, I don't know if Daimyo knows the lineups for, you know, playing for bomb, but if Rayon and Daimyo like did happen to know, or you know, Thurzan and Riku, it's going to be so difficult once that bomb does go down.
And it also does like add another variable into play. Because sometimes a team could play on site and sometimes they could play off site. And that would make it very difficult to like know when to use your util.
Yeah, and not to mention like the false expectation of like, you know, oh, they've been doing this for so and so many rounds, so I expect them to do that again, but then they switch it up that time, you know.
Yeah, because it seems like Southern Miss is starting to play more aggressive towards the shower area on the A side of the map.
Well, 3 holding outside the shower right now, just waiting for someone to peek too far.
Seems like they're grouping up towards the B side with bomb.
Just very, very, very slowly.
Yeah, Southern Miss has not used a lot of util this round, so hopefully BSU has been saving their util for this retake.
I mean, we've only got a Prestige with 1 flash and a heal. It could be worse, I suppose.
At least he has 1 flash. Most of these rounds he's been having no flashes for the retake, so I think he's been more conscious about like when he's using them now.
I mean, we do have a Viper wall for B, so I imagine that might go up. Oh, never mind. We got Brimstones up. That'll work just fine.
Yeah, Southern Miss with some interesting mollies to take the site. A molly nade combo, which is pretty strong. Deadlock missed her wall.
Yeah.
So this retake by Boise State shouldn't be too bad.
Well, it's all just going to be a matter of him not going to be able to get a pick with that ult. But
Skies with the Rosa. He does have the good aim though to bring it back.
Yeah, absolutely. I was worried. 7 HP. That's concerning.
Yeah, Skies just is like kind of like a next level player. He like always just knows like when to clutch up.
Lock in.
Yeah, he's been locked in, hopefully.
Yeah, QQ was already taken out there, so. Yeah, wow. What a shot.
Yes, beautiful aim by Skies.
Well, I mean, another round of pretty much full weaponry.
Yeah, Prestige with 1 flash yet again. I think their eco is just really affecting the economy of the team right now.
Scalus is able to take out 2 with these all 3 players just holding out the showers right now. They are going to leave their short pretty barren though, so that's going to give Deadlock the opportunity to try and take this site.
Yeah, they noticed that they had bomb on shower side and they're starting to fight for that space.
Riku holding the left
Prestige
side.
does have an ult here, but right now they have 4v2, so should be a pretty easy round for Boise State to clutch up in.
Well, I mean, with those smokes going down, should give him the opportunity to take this. Oh, now, whoa. Sky's getting a pick, spam through wall, or smoke. There's going to grab that bomb, try and just sneak out. And manages to get away for the time being.
Smart of their Brimstone. Taking a 1v1 duel against Skies is just kind of a death sentence. He has the best mechanics at this level that I've seen in the West. Just a very talented player.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
And there's also the fact that he's only a half health anyway, so it's going to be a rough go. Getting plant money, hey, that's a win.
Yeah, 70 HP.
Oh, he also has ult as well. I don't know if he'll use it. I don't think he has a molly to use it with, so I think at this point you're just going to be playing for whatever pick you can potentially get.
Yeah, this round, really
wait.
the only way you could use ult is if you got 2 or 3 of them. It's the only way it'd be worth it. He's just going to play exits here.
Gonna take 1.
1 name duel against Skies. Daimyo trying to shoot him through the wall. Close round. Right now, though, Boise State seems to be getting their eco back. They'll be able to have full util on all their characters, which is good. Pretty close to Ririana's ult, Gecko ult, and then they have Sky ult as well, so they should be able to make the play happen at least one of these rounds. Make it 12-7.
I'm just waiting for I don't know, with that Viper wall that Riku sets up, I think it could combo that into a Viper's Pit as well if they decide to push this.
Yeah, there's a very strong Viper's Pit for U-Haul that allows the team to have like the hit on the bomb and then also in U-Haul, which is very strong for teams.
Yeah, and there's the pit going down. Sky's gonna be trying to push this. Takes 1. Try to get out of there. 5 HP.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to get Sky healed though, hopefully after the dog.
Thrasher gets taken out before it quite reaches.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very difficult plant for Southern Miss. They're just going to get continuously spammed in the Viper roll.
Especially with that QQ holding Judge right now in U-Haul. That's not something you want to be pushing.
Yeah, as long as they apply like good pressure U-Haul, it's just going to be really hard for them to hold the site plant.
There's Judge, and I think at this point you just kind of, well, yeah, take the Phantom, sure. All right.
Yeah, Sky's going skin shopping.
Gets the plant on B. I totally did not notice that they didn't get bombed down on A. I totally thought they did.
Ooh, a little bit of a whiff from Scalasis there, but he still gets the kill.
It's getting the kill. That's what matters.
Yep, that is what matters. He's baiting for his teammate flank.
He's got a
he's
feeling.
aware though.
Yeah, that's a sixth sense right there.
Yeah, I think he could tell by the jump peaks. Kind of made it obvious. Scalasis brings it back with the 1-tap.
Here we go. That whiff is what allowed that to happen. It was like, all right, I got to lock in now. Get this next one. So we are on match point now. What are you seeing from Southern Miss like they could do to try and like get back up in terms of score right now? Are they playing too slow to you, or?
I think they were playing at a very good pace, but they like almost don't seem to talk about how they're going to play their post plan enough. And so a lot of their like members are kind of confused on the positions that they're playing currently. So I think if they just had like a quick like timeout and just talk like, if we hit here, let's hold here, and let's use our util to get the plant down, because I feel like they're just struggling to get the plant down.
Yeah, still no timeouts to be pulled out yet either. That's it's interesting to see.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some of that second game on both sides, be able to improve both teams' performance. Get a good game.
Pretty spread default from Miss right now.
Yeah, Skies is just solo walking up showers, just fully cleared all that space.
Oh, okay, yeah, get out of there, get out of there.
And their deadlock popped ult there.
Yeah, I think it was a little too far away to try and get any impact, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that was just a good bait up by Skies there, because that deadlock ult is just huge that they don't have it anymore. Because that's the only ult on Southern Miss right now.
Definitely, I think it's probably the strongest utility. I don't know. The net is pretty good. I think if you can get that net out at like a good time, it can go absolutely crazy. All right, Skies, I see you. I see you. Well, gets the nade out. Just gonna keep this Brim away for as long as possible. It's just gonna be a stalling game.
Yeah, it seems like Skies has the potential here to really go ballistic out of U-Haul, especially if they don't clear him.
Skydog gonna try and check.
Planted.
It's gonna get shot though, I think, or it was timed out. Couldn't tell. If Rihanna can take this here, no, I think at this point 2 to 4, and like the positions that they're holding, it's gonna be really difficult to try and take this round.
Yeah, I definitely think with the mechanical skill of Boise State here, though, if they do overpeak, it's going to be very difficult for them to win this.
Well, I mean, there's one. Does get the ult now. If he can get, I mean, if ooh, that's a
tough angle.
cheeky little spot there. Yeah. 8 to 12. It's still going to be a game point or match point. Sorry. And, well, it looks like we're going to be on a very low ball buy here with one Vandal, of course, but overall it's going to be pretty minimal.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Boise State would have to go kind of ballistic with that one Vandal to win this round.
Yeah, or just play with people around so that they can pick up the gun if Skelsis happens to fall.
Yeah, just go trading out with the Vandal. That'd be a good play. Seems like they're going aggressive.
Doesn't see the Brim hiding in that corner.
Oh,
I think
rose it again.
Yeah, I think Daimyo might just get
Yeah,
a little bit of a whiff, but does take out two Theozen.
It's all up to Prestige and Ririana here on the B site. Solo holding that.
With 4 people all outside. Wow. All right.
Yeah, and they 5-man group towards A site.
Oh no! Wait.
Ririana with a free gun here. Definitely could come in really clutch here.
That's definitely a bold play to go dog in the TP. Well, Nguyen's game.
That was a very lucky spray.
Yeah. Oh.
It's good util usage by Skelsis.
Yeah, that's doesn't peek with the net down. All right.
It's a very good try there by Skelsis down.
Yeah.
This is a very close eco.
I mean, yeah, taking out 3 with the eco that they were running, and also some of the questionable decisions that were made. I mean, hey, you take everything you can get here. Gonna be, I mean, once again, just full Vandal shields. What else? What else are you gonna expect? It's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, just nothing much that BSU can do here with their ults. Seems like the ult advantage is definitely going to be in Southern Miss's hands right here with the Brim ult coming online with the Raze ult. You definitely have some strong site takes.
We are close to a Thresh though. That Raze ult is going to kind of change things though. Oh no, I think he's okay. Well,
good trade by Daimyo there.
Yeah,
It's a very mastermind-like play from him. Killing the Raze ult and also not letting his U-Haul teammates die.
Wingman, I think.
Spike planted.
I don't know if he got taken out by that nade or not.
Yeah, I think the Brim Molly might have taken out Wingman. I'm not sure how much health he has, but I don't think it's as much as a player.
I don't think it's as much as the. It's definitely not a lot.
Yeah, he died very quickly to that Molly. BSU doesn't seem to be aware of the flank, or Southern Miss wasn't aware of the flank. They have Thrash here. Ooh. Last player is missed by the Thrash, but is vulnerable.
Yeah, and looks like that's.
Looks like it's gonna be it. Yeah. BSU with the 13-9.
Defender.
And that is gonna be game 1. And I mean, after that, that was. I think it. There were some moments where I was a little bit concerned, especially near the ending of that first half, where it seemed like there was like moves made where. You know, Southern Miss like picked up on like what Boise State was doing and kind of recognized that and worked off of it. But overall, I think that was played very well.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, our next map is going to be Lotus as well. I enjoy Lotus a lot. I'm looking forward to it. It's a I don't know how do you feel about Lotus, by the way?
I think Lotus is actually like one of the better maps in the map pool right now.
Mm-hmm.
It plays like pretty consistently, and you can also run different comps depending on like what you want to do as your team and like your team's strengths. So I think it could be a very interesting map, especially to see what comp Southern Miss will run.
Mm-hmm. I'm not looking too forward to that Icebox. So I used to love Icebox. I mean, if we do end up going to Icebox, I'm not looking forward to it. Icebox used to be one of my favorite maps, but like this change that they did with the mid specifically, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I gotta be honest. That hall that they added in Window, it's weird, man. It's weird, but I don't know. I mean, Idaho Army National Guard is a proud supporter of Boise State esports. Top plays are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering a $20K bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. And I think we're going to take it to a pretty small break here in between. I'm looking forward to this Lotus next game. I think that's about it for now. Go get a snack or a drink or whatever. We'll be right back after this.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Once there was a traveler whose feet never left the ground. With only his mind as his map and his senses his compass, he raced into the great unknown. Armed only with the speed of legend. His trails he blazed, his rivals he played. Every sprint a blur. Every turn trusting his allies. In silence he raged and waged with quickening, sickening speed. His name a chant filling arenas. Because some heroes leave footprints, others an afterburn. Without conflict, there is no resolution. Without verses, there is no victory.
Home is where you hang your hat, snuggle up, hide out. Home is when you're with the ones you love. It isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. At Idaho Central Credit Union, our home is Idaho. We grew up here, and we're proud to help more Idahoans with their home loan than any other financial institution. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe home is where you make it.
NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Once there was a traveler whose feet never left the ground. With only his mind as his map and his senses his compass, he raced into the great unknown. Armed only with the speed of legend. His trails he blazed, his rivals he played. Every sprint a blur. Every turn trusting his allies. In silence he raged and waged with quickening, sickening speed. His name a chant filling arenas. Because some heroes leave footprints, others an afterburn. Without conflict, there is no resolution. Without verses, there is no victory.
Home is where you hang your hat, snuggle up, hide out. Home is when you're with the ones you love. It isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. At Idaho Central Credit Union, our home is Idaho. We grew up here, and we're proud to help more Idahoans with their home loan than any other financial institution. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe home is where you make it.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Arena. We are continuing our match between Boise State University and Southern Miss. We are currently on game 2. I am once again Dallin Stearns, and I'm joined by Wyatt Morrison. As we go into this next game, I do want to ask. We talked a little bit about the bind picks. Do you know what our general Lotus structure is going to look like as we go into this next game?
Well, we definitely run Neon every single time we play Lotus, which is not common from teams.
No, yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Neon Stun kind of works similar to a Raisinade with the spacing that it provides for your team. So Skelosis just does a great job of creating space and being able to take sites quickly with the Neon, and then the rest of the team is just another double controller kind of standard comp.
Yeah, that's nice. I've said it so many times. I'm a big fan of variety, So whenever I get to see a pick that's semi-obscure, I always love seeing that because I think it's nowhere near like it was last year. I don't think it's as boring, but some metas can be pretty boring from time to time. So it's nice to shake things up. And speaking of shaking things up, Doc's keys to the game. All right, talk about shaking things up. If you want to, sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. Oops, my bad. It happens. I don't know. In terms of maps, I enjoy Lotus. I think. It's probably my third favorite map. Bind is my favorite, right? And then Breeze is my second, which I know a lot of people are iffy about Breeze, but I think Lotus is like my third favorite. Something about like it used to be, 3 orbs, like 1 on B. I really enjoyed getting that B orb and just like ult farming, and unfortunately that's like no longer like a strat that you can run as easily, which it's kind of a good thing unless like Fracture's somehow back and you can get 4 orbs on Fracture still, which would be, but I mean. It's still like a really fun map. I usually enjoy most of like the maps with 3 sites, so I think that's a generally pretty enjoyable map to play. Anyways, back to Doc's keys to the game. Doc's keys are, of course, in Valorant, focus angles, flank, know your win condition, count cards, call abilities, and most of all, click heads. Doc's keys to the gaming are brought to you today by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is a premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you to begin your competitive gaming journey. Sign up at dropingaming.com. I've already told you before, I like playing Yor, right? And I think he works fairly well on the map. I also run a little bit of Harbor. You're starting to notice a pattern. I like playing a lot of like the unconventional characters, right? And that's kind of why I enjoy the variety. I cannot really play Neon though, unfortunately. I've tried. I can't run it, but it's always fun to see someone else, running it. So it's always entertaining to see. I keep thinking about it back to that first match though. It was relatively slow pace as we like got to like the middle section from Southern Miss. I'm wondering if it's going to be played similarly this map, or if like the structure of the map itself is going to allow for like a little bit more rushing or a little more rotating a little more quickly. I'm open to all of those ideas. I think it can be played all those ways. I'm really interested. What do you think is going to be like the main strategy here?
Well, I feel like the main difference between like Bind and Lotus is that on attack on Bind, you can kind of control the pace of the game much more than you can on Lotus defense. Yeah. Because on Lotus defense, like, you can push up and take their spawn very quickly and take space very quickly on each of the 3 lanes on the map. So it almost becomes much more difficult to play to your own tempo if the enemy team is going up a tempo. And with our Neon pick, if we're able to control the tempo of this game...
control the tempo, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for Southern Miss to adapt to that, especially if they're not used to the Neon.
And there it is. There's our Neon. And, I mean, in terms of most of their picks, it seems relatively standard. I mean, KJ on both sides, Omen, Viper. Only difference being in the Initiator as well. So...
Yeah, the Sky Gecko, like... interchangeability is like kind of not there at this point in the game, so you kind of have to. You'll see a very different playstyle, I think, from both teams based on their Initiator, which I think is going to be really cool to see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, talk about setting the tempo just like that. From looking like they were kind of potentially pushing C, we are already like on this A site, getting ready to plant.
Yeah, full site control. If anyone tried to stay on site and get one, it would have been impossible with the Neon stuns coming from Scalasis.
Theosin just holding the smoke, does get seen and gets taken out. We are going to have like a little bit of a numbers advantage here.
Yeah, their Killjoy couldn't wait for the 5v5 retake there, which was really unlucky for their team. It's going to be real difficult for the 4v5 retake. Coming out of
stairs to heaven. It's not going to be easy to push these stairs right now. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be easy to push heaven either. Just pick after pick. Everyone keeps trying to peek through this heaven, and just like that.
Flawless round out of Boise State.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely were some close calls, but I mean, overall, a flawless. I say it all the time, and I will continue to say it. It's all about the first impressions, right? Yeah. And a flawless on round 1. I don't think a round 1 is a end-all be-all, obviously, but I mean it's always something that like if it's like not even close on a round 1, it definitely kind of like sets an idea of like how it might go, and also like sets an idea of how they are going to play. It's just a lot of these like variables that just like it changes how you think the match is going to go, I guess.
Yeah, especially coming from a very like strong round 1 out of Boise State there. Like the flawless, they controlled the tempo fully. and they just kind of hit the site how they wanted to hit it, and Southern Miss couldn't do anything about it that round.
Is
So
that 3 people all hiding there? Oh, no. Yeah, Rairiana, good use of utility once again. You see it time and time before. Just try and keep them at bay as long as possible. Takes 1. A little bit of a running gun, but hey, we take it.
yeah, he's a very methodical player, so it's very difficult for you to kind of get the jump on him like this.
And yeah, they are going to get the jump on Rairiana. I mean, it was like a 1v3, so you can only hope for so much.
Yeah, it's a very difficult position he's in, but he like allowed the time to be played, and he played time very well, so his team got a free plant.
You can have a really interesting fight here.
Yeah, Daimyo's just farming with the Guardian, long-range fight.
And there we go. I mean, for an eco, that was not that bad for Southern Miss. They were able to take 2, so it wasn't like the worst eco round for them. But we are going to be able to head to a bonus as well, which, you know, always great. It's such a weird fight, though. I don't know if... I'm sure he saw all 4, or else they wouldn't have all ran to spawn like that. But, like, I just saw all of them running off the bomb. I was like, wait, what are you doing? Wait, you could just leave the bomb unattended like that? That's a little scary thought. I don't know. I mean, but it ended up working out. So I mean,
yeah, that's just the strength there of Rairiana's lurk, is that he was just able to get so much info for the team hitting C, but they could take it for free and then fight flank.
Skies might be trying to fight this Riku here. AJ turret, get that out of here.
Yeah, it seems like 2 people are fighting up on A site. He's just solo out there. It's going to be a very hard round for Southern Miss, 3v4. They got the advantage back with the 3v3.
Also going to be able to pick up the Southern Miss guns as well, which is going to just further this bonus.
Yeah, it seems like Boise State is having heavy armor as well with their players, so they also have the health advantage right now, along with the gun advantage.
Daimyo. Oh, wait. Oh, I got the teams mixed up. It's not Daimyo. It's Riku's only 1 shot right now. Going to be trying to push behind through this tree, it looks like.
Yeah, it seems like Boise State has the read that they're both coming from the same side.
Here's the door. Does not get blinded, though.
Yeah, Prestige with a good blind dodge.
Ooh.
Prestige with 2.
There we go.
So impressed.
And continues to win the bonus. I mean, a 1-2-3. It's, I mean, it's not going to look too great for Southern Miss to be seeing a score like that at the beginning of this, especially after that first match. So they're going to have to change up their play style. It looks like we saw them do it before last game, where they continued to play it really slow as Boise State just amped up the aggro. So, okay, Southern Miss going to be on a complete, like, Sheriff buy here, it looks like.
Yeah, Sheriff and Stingers. I would almost recommend that Southern Miss go with, like, a Stinger play here. Yeah. Especially since they're on defense, and the gun is just a lot stronger than a Sheriff.
I'm a big fan of Stinger. I'm a Stinger enjoyer, so, yeah, I shout out to that one guy who does have one. Cover going out. They get it. They understand.
Yeah, they understand what's going on here. They know the benefits.
I mean, they're going to have, like, basically a free ace site here, so... It's not going to be too much of a concern once again. Get that bomb down, and everyone's going to be starting to rotate over once again.
Yeah, it seems like Southern Miss is definitely going to start getting frustrated with their A-site hold, because they either have to move their Sentinel over and hope that that will solve the issue, or they're going to have to fight for Rebel with 3 or 4 members to try to keep this control.
Rairiana seemed to go for a late flank here. Oh, never mind. All right, turning around. I think there's a lineup for bomb there from that spot, so if they do want to play for that, it is possible. Yep.
Yeah, this is a very easy post plant coming from Boise State.
I mean, even with a numbers disadvantage, it's just going to be, I mean, the positions that they're holding, it's going to be a pretty easy 4th round, it looks like.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous round for Boise State, losing 3 guns against an eco, but overall, I think getting the round is just better, more necessary. They just had to expend the guns there.
I mean, there's our players up on stage, locked in, as per usual. And I just, those Sheriff picks, they're definitely going to be noticeable, like not like, you know, they're going to have impacts that you just don't quite see in terms of this eco for next round. everyone going to be able to buy up here, as well as Skelos is like almost maxing out credits right now.
Yeah, if Boise State's able to win this round, I think Southern Miss is still going to be able to buy next round, just because of the way the Valorant economy works. So they do have a little bit of leeway here, coming into round 4 and 5, or 5 and 6, but they might struggle if they keep losing rounds. The mentality of it is just going to be really hard. We might begin to see like a timeout coming after this round, though, out of Southern Miss if they lose it, just because that's 2 buy rounds and a half.
Still wondering where those timeouts are at. I mean, I haven't seen a single one thus far.
Yeah, I wonder if they have like a dedicated coach or someone like sitting in and watching to like help them here.
Well, it looks like we might just have Gecko playing for exit frags here, as well as KJ saving as well. Might get an yeah. It looks like we're just playing for eco or exit, not eco, exit.
Yeah, playing for exits isn't too bad.
No, yeah, it definitely works, and also you get to save your own gun as well. So I mean, it works both ways.
Yeah, 2 of BSU's members died to bomb there, which is kind of
Little questionable, but
questionable decision by BSU there.
Oh well, I mean, you know what we have now? We got a Neon ult, so I mean.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Skelos does here.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't it usually work best for C-Site for Neon to play on, like when on attack?
C-Site normally works like really well for Neon stuns because of like the angles and stuff.
Yeah.
But for the ult, it's actually pretty good to go B-Site.
Oh, okay.
Because normally they don't play on B-Site, so you don't have to fight the like close angles, only medium angles, which is where Neon ult's like really good.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, Neon's able to clear all the way up to that A link spot.
Yeah, and they're able to just group fight on A.
Wow.
Making it very difficult for Southern Miss here.
Mozik is going to be very low and probably just going to get, taken out.
Get zapped. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the flicks that Skelos is known for when he uses the Neon ult. He's got to use a different aiming style for that, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, 2 and A link, they're going to know, and it's just going to be...
Yeah, that's probably another save round for Southern Miss.
Well, I mean, might get something here if Nguyen doesn't check the corner. Yep, there we go.
Yep, Mariano just with some beautiful kills.
And as this game progresses, the score just continues to get better and better for BSU here. I mean, 0 to 6. I mean, I'll ask you. You think it's gonna go all the way? Are we gonna see the 13-0?
BSU probably won't be at 13-0. We'll probably get a little too cocky.
Yeah,
in one of the rounds. And then
I was gonna say I see that a lot with Daimyo, where he'll pull out that knife. You know, when things start looking secured, it's so.
Yeah, once the score differential gets high enough, normally knife starts to pull out. Some silly plays. We're a little too silly here at BSU.
No, yeah, I see that, but you know, it's not always a bad thing, you know.
Yeah, it does keep the team's mental up, which is good.
Absolutely. And also, it's not just entertaining for the players; it can be entertaining for the people viewing as well. So.
Recalling my bot. I've got your trail.
Well, I mean, it looks like we're just going to get a complete rush out on C.
Yeah, completely free C-side. It seems like Southern Miss has been playing retake every single round.
Yeah,
on defense.
I was going to say the same. Was KJ playing Waterfall there the entire round?
I think so. I don't think she's not even jump spotting C long. I think they're from what I've noticed, either Southern Miss is starting to play a little bit more scared since losing the first game. They're a little bit more worried about winning one round instead of winning the game, which could be dangerous for the retakes.
Especially when it's this many rounds deep of consistent losses. It's going to be very scary.
Yeah, just playing your game is just the most important part about Valorant. And mental affects how you play your game a lot, so as long as Southern Miss can stay mentally there, it's going to be very plausible for them to be able to come back here.
And just like that, we are up now to 7-0. This is where I start to get a little bit concerned that maybe things will go from gunplay to knife play. If you know what I'm saying.
I feel like knife play is definitely going to come out soon.
I feel it. It's just a matter of time at this point.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some jumping around, some silly plays, some over peeking, but As long as BSU sticks to the guns on the rounds that matter, they should be okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we were, I think. Oh no, we used all of our ults. I mean, at this point, I don't think you're not gonna get a lot of value out with that Omen ult at this point. Oh, that is gonna be a few really nice sheriff picks from Nguyen though.
Yeah, he did get some very nice picks on that, but it seems like Daimyo was there to be able to just get the clutch, get the 2 kills.
Riku gonna try and do a quick rotate with the ult, but that bomb is already down and already gonna get taken out. Well, both gonna be flanking, so it's just no flashes though. No rechargeable. Sorry, Sky.
Yeah, seems like this is some pretty easy
1,
kills for Prestige.
2. There we go.
Yeah, especially with the gun differential, it's just very easy round there for Boise State on the eco.
Ooh. Yeah, well, I mean, once again, we see it time and time again. It's just the mechanical gun aim. I mean, from all of Boise State, really. It's been seen time and time again. Just bam, bam. There was like, we've seen whiffs are very few and far between. Is what I'm seeing. You know, it's always it's fairly consistent in terms of getting those headshots, which is, you know, it's always nice to watch.
Yeah, I feel like mechanically we do have a very strong team here. Who's able to just fight it out sometimes when they need to.
Okay, QQ with the ults, gonna take out Daimyo. I saw the vision though. If he got that TP, if it went all the way to get behind, I think he could have done some major damage.
Yeah, Sky's in a very good position here to get to. Especially if they don't think he's there.
Ooh, Mozik was at the ready.
Mozik
though.
with the 1-tap there. It was pretty good. Pretty nice shot. Ruriana does get the deep kill spawn. Seems like Prestige is going for another pick out spawn, which might be a little risky if he plays too close.
Well, Theozen has a pretty good lock on that A-Link, so they know that Boise State cannot be playing there. Looks like they're going to have a little bit of a space advantage.
Yeah, Ruriana with possible overpeak there.
Oh.
Seems like Griffin, Skelesis just couldn't. Very hard position 1v4, and they're all running at you.
And the hopes for a 13-0 have been dashed, it would look like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, 13-1.
13-1, yeah. I feel like my predicted scoreline is going to be like 13-4.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think they're going to get a few rounds on defense and attack, but overall, I think Boise State's going to be able to really lock in.
We saw it, like, you know, first map as well, where Southern Miss, like, started getting rounds later into the halves. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we start seeing Southern Miss kicking it up a notch as we start wrapping up this half.
Yeah, I feel like Boise State also does start to play less disciplined during the end of the half as well. So it might make some opportunities for Southern Miss here.
Yeah, QQ going to be able to take out one. Oh, gets traded. Leaving 3 for both teams. Might be 2 here if that Molly.
Yeah, he's getting
Ooh, there we go.
Nice shots by Ruriana.
One shot left. That was all you need, though. All you need. With the Viper's Pit to potentially go down, they might just be able to clear this side out. I don't know if they will, but it is a possibility.
Yeah, it seems like Skies and Ruriana are last 2 alive. Or Skies, Ruriana, and Prestige.
Ooh,
nice
had a
shots by
feeling.
Skies.
There we go. That 180. Not exactly, but you know, very well played shots.
Yeah, Skies just has some great mechanics.
I mean, as we go into this round, there was no Viper ult used. There was no KJ ult used. I think we have another Neon ult at the ready. I think it's close.
Yeah, I feel like BSU is just kind of is going to focus on like gun skill here. Like I feel like they're definitely just taking aim duels and winning them, and that's like what a lot of these rounds are coming down to. Is that they're just swinging and they're clicking heads.
Shadows traveling.
Like even there, I'm just seeing a lot of early picks on this game. The tempo is just very quick. Seems like Skies is going to recoup man advantage for BSU. Seems like he's heating up since last map.
think we could potentially see a KJ going down this round if they decide to play it.
Yeah, I think if they do KJ ult, it'll have to be from B site, which or from door, which might be a little awkward.
Yeah, I think at this point it's probably they've already committed. Ult's not going to be used. Sky's able to
Skies
take
have
one.
some beautiful shots.
Last player standing.
Well, if Skies can
very
angle it off
winnable if
that
he's
wall.
able
Ooh, wow.
He does ace though.
Yeah, there we go. A little bit of a posthumous ace, I suppose, or
Last round before the
post-game loss ace.
Yeah, that's my duo right there.
That's my
Beautiful aimer.
That's your duo.
That is my duo. My Pookie bear.
There you go. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's just unfortunate. It was so close though. You saw how close it was. He had perfect aim for that molly. Just a little bit too late is all. Unfortunately.
1 more second, 2 more seconds, and that would have been a definite round win from Boise State.
We're gonna be seeing 2 judges being pulled out from the side of Southern Miss, so they got to be watching these corners here. And Rayrriana gonna be doing another one of those lurks at A, trying to get whatever info can possibly find.
Seems like it's a fake coming out from Boise State here, though. Daimyo with the op, which is kind of a weird call.
Let him do his thing.
Yeah, maybe he's cooking here. Maybe he's cooking. Could seem like Daimyo is able to get a pick here, though. Especially with the Omen being tucked in that corner. If he doesn't TP out, seems like they're just going to hit A, though.
Oh, there goes Sky ult. They're going to be able to recognize site is entirely clear.
Yeah, BSU's been able to get A site practically for free every single round of this half.
And with the addition of that KJ ult going down, you guys need to plant, by the way.
Yeah,
There
that Viper
we go.
ult is also going to be very good.
Yeah, that's a pretty aggressive Viper ult. They're going to have so much difficulty if they decide to try and push that. One molly and it could do them in real quickly. Oh,
Leg shot there by Daimyo.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Seems like the judge play from the Killjoy really just came in clutch, though.
Get a counter ult.
A little bit of a
From
whiffage from
Riku.
Skies.
Daimyo not able to. Well, hey, wait. Alright, I thought taking out Viper would scare him off bomb, but it was hidden well enough behind the wall that he could just continue sticking. 9-3 at the end of this half. I mean, we said it before. They kind of lock in near the end of the half, so it's a new half. It's a new mental reset. So, and I'm not gonna say anything about the 9-3 curse or whatever, because whatever.
Yeah, I feel like the 9-3 curse only like applies to like ranked queues.
Yeah.
Because your team's like mental and like decision making is just all based off of like
People you don't know.
yeah, just like random people.
Yeah, look at all those small shields. Couldn't be me. I can't run small shields. I can't feel. In my heart, I always feel bad whenever I go small shields. I don't know. I know that it is a legitimate strategy, but like, I don't know. I just hate it. I hate using it.
Yeah, the util that just comes out of buying light shield instead of a ghost just huge for some characters, especially for like Omen and Viper.
Yeah, I was gonna say Omen, Viper, Sage. They get a lot of utility out of that. Oop.
Yeah, Rayrriana with just a beautiful corner play.
Well, you to stop that wingman. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Sky's whiffed a little bit on the wingman there, unfortunately.
And every sheriff shot is going to be very important. So just like whiffing that one shot.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
Yeah, especially on wingman because wingman's like he's a little small guy, so
Yeah,
he's kind of a
little
difficult
guy.
shot.
Oh, Daimyo able to get a little bit of a trade pick too.
Oh, Daimyo with some beautiful shots. Seems like this is gonna be a round win by Boise State here.
All right.
Oh, with the knife kill.
There we go.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah,
we knew it was coming.
It was a matter of time.
Yeah. I mean, if you're able to get a knife kill there, like you almost have to do it. Like any opportunity for a knife kill is
You
just,
gotta. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't agree more. I see any opportunity in knife kill, I'm going for it.
Yeah, like it's especially if you have numbers like 3v1, 4v1, like
Yeah.
you almost have no reason not to go for a knife kill. Especially because like mentally it can also affect the enemy team.
Yeah. I mean, like physically, obviously you're gonna lose the round, but like mentally, the damage is like more than enough.
Yeah.
It's like, how did I let this happen?
Yeah, I feel like getting knife killed is just one of the more embarrassing things that can happen to you. Even if it like you can't even like control it, still.
Yeah. I mean, like you'll get like detained or something. They'll walk up to you and be like, "Man."
Yeah, it's just a very unlucky like situation.
I mean, 4 different players from Southern Miss all just waiting outside, waiting for Boise State to get a little bit too aggro, try to push through these smokes, but
yeah,
it looks like they're going to be playing a little bit more
See,
pace back.
they're trying to play it the same way that they played Bind, where they're like all playing very deep in their spawn, but Boise State is just taking so much space on the opposite sides of the map that it's very difficult for Southern Miss to get away with it. Oh, but they did get a hard clear on Rariana.
Oh,
Some
there's that
whiffage out of
outlaw.
Skies. I think he's going to really come back with the Outlaw here. I think he's going to have some huge impact frags.
Well, let's...
Once he finds one.
Well, Scout says he's going to be able to take 2, so be a little bit easier now.
Yeah, I don't know if they're aware of the KJ on site. I think they are, though.
Another stun available. Might try and do something a little bit.
I feel like he's definitely going to slide on him.
Yep.
Yeah. Good
There
kill.
we go.
Good 4K out of Skelosis.
Absolutely.
Like I said in the last game, he is like the Flash with those flicks. Just very quick.
He's that guy.
He is that guy.
And we're 1 off of Neon Ult as well. I think we have a pretty good like close to ult advantage here.
Yeah, it's definitely a very difficult round for Southern Miss next round, especially if we get some of the more powerful ults online.
I mean, they're going to be buying up as much as they can. If they lose this round, it's going to be basically over. So this has got to be their round where they lock in.
And they're starting 5 B-side.
Ooh, yeah.
I wonder how BSU is going to deal with the retake here. I think they're all going to go through Heaven and not really take door control.
We are going to have a Neon ult available, and like you said, that is kind of Neon's territory is that B side.
Yeah, I feel like she definitely needs to pop the Neon ult here for a chance to win this round. But that's a beautiful Omen Blind coming out of Daimyo there. Just a very like talented like thinker for Boise State.
Very okay. I'm worried about this KJ though. Nguyen might get something absolutely devastating right now.
Oh, and they smoke off the.
There we go. Yep, there it is.
KJ's
Or Theozin. Yeah, Theozin able to take 2.
They don't know about the Rariana fight though. Oh, they're aware.
Well, I mean, it's all up to Skies and Outlaw. I mean,
I've seen him win these.
I see it. I see the vision. There's 1. All right, now here's 2.
He only needs 4 more. Oh.
Ah, so close.
Good try there by Skies.
Yeah, he was lucky. He was lucky.
Yeah. Well, the enemy team was lucky that he wasn't like online there. Because if he was, like, it was over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this might be your line here in terms of score. If we
13-4.
Yeah, 13-4. If we end up winning this, winning the next one, that could be it.
Yeah, I definitely feel like 13-4 is going to be the correct score for this game. As long as BSU plays their game here, it should be a round win from them.
A couple small shields, but it is going to be mostly full buys. Yep, there's that Omen TP up to Rebel.
The deep Omen TP.
Uh-oh.
Seems like they're very aware of it, though. Daimyo getting full blinded.
Oh, man, so much utility. Oh, jeez.
It's a very difficult round.
Riku and Nguyen just able to take so many members out. Yeesh. That was so much. There was an Omen Blind, there was a Viper Molly, I think there was like a stun of some kind.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Too much. And there goes the plant. QQ might be trying to peek out of this tree here to get Rariana.
Yeah, I feel like Rariana's definitely going for like a click timing, like waiting for them to swing. He's gonna walk up on him. Good kill.
With only left 5 HP left, I don't think you're gonna be able to be the one to try and stick bomb here. You gotta leave that to KJ. Uh-oh.
He's gonna get caught.
This guy's able to take 1. It's 1v3. But it's just gonna be that closer or farther from wall advantage. 5 to 11. The dream is no longer real.
Yeah, unfortunately BSU couldn't come in with the clutch that round. But I still think that should be a pretty easy game for BSU to close out as long as they play their game. I
mean, we've got several rounds to, you know, we've got I believe, 8 rounds to no longer worry about, you know, this has to be the round that we win. So they've got a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, especially once they get up to 12 as well. It's going to be a lot more pressure on the Southern Miss.
Yeah.
More mistakes made because of the overtime chance.
Well, I mean, I'll push Ray Rihanna right now. Going to be able to stall with the smoke and Molly.
Yeah, with the Neon running, it's just going to be very difficult for Southern Miss to get out for the whole teams there.
With 1 Nguyen on the right and the rest on the, or Nguyen on the left, 4 on the right. Might be able to get a pick if the smoke goes down. Ooh. Gonna get a little bit of a numbers advantage. We do have a Neon ult, but there's the Raze ult. Uh-oh. Gets blinded. Gotta try and retake this once again. And there's so much utility again.
Yeah, they're using a lot of util to keep the site, but it's going to be very difficult for them to get plant down now because they used all their util.
Yeah, Neon able to take out the wingman here, so bomb is not down quite yet. Ooh. Unfortunately, the ult is gone, but the pick was taken, so. Well, 6-11. I'm surprised we still have not seen a single timeout yet.
Yeah, I feel like we're not going to see a timeout during this game at this point.
Yeah.
It's a little too deep now.
Yeah, you might be right. Well, we've got a lot of like space controlling ults here. It's just going to be a matter of who puts theirs down first, because I mean, like, KJ ult is just going to be like a game of like, all right, you got to wait for the other ults to go down before you put down yours. But if you put down yours first, they're gonna capitalize that and they're gonna put theirs down afterwards.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a big zoning ult that BSU can use here for the retake.
Well, Rairiana is going to be holding down this A site.
Seems like they're going to start grouping towards... Maybe they're going to break door go B here?
I think it's possible. They could be stopped by just like a KJ turret to let them know, but there's a lot of ammo being... Or not ammo, but, you know, infantry at C.
Yeah, they definitely ended up canceling Thrash as well.
Yeah. Oh,
Rairiana with a great pick on their Viper.
Great timing.
And then another shot with the KJ.
Able to get out of there with 2 kills to his name. He might be able to get a third here if Gecko tries to... Oh, never mind. Thrash comes out, gets destroyed. Volley off the wall. There we go.
That was a very powerful round out of Rairiana there.
Absolutely. And once again, we find ourselves at match point. I mean, once again, we just like very, very well executed utility here from Rairiana. I think the only thing that maybe could have made it a little better is, I think if the Thrash wasn't destroyed, if you just Molly straight hit that Gecko, it just like cancels the ult entirely. So that could have worked as well. But either way, I think that was still really well executed.
Yeah, that was very, very good round of util out of Rairiana.
Looks like we might have a little bit of a B push here with a little bit of lurks on both A and C.
Very good pick from Rairiana there.
Nguyen gets taken out.
Yeah, it seems like BSU's just playing very disciplined now, trying to close this game out.
Omen pushing straight through.
Yeah, this is just a very hard round for Southern Miss to win. Seems like this might be over for Southern Miss.
Well, Theozen able to take 2, but Prestige is going to get that trade and the game. And
good 2-0 by Boise State.
With that, that's going to be it. Everybody put your hands in the air, or fingers in the air. There you go. Yeah. All right. They're celebrating. They're happy. I'm happy for them. A very good round. I mean, that was a really good game. I think there was a lot of really good, utility, a lot of good mechanical aim. I think I can't remember the score of Bind, but I think they played that probably a little bit better towards the end than we did on Bind as well. I think overall it was very well played. And as we prepare to, close out this match, do you know if you have any like big takeaways that you want to take away from this? Or,
I'd say big takeaways, like BSU definitely just relied a lot on their aim skill there, and they played their game good. They might have thrown a few rounds through getting like a little overzealous, but I feel like BSU kept the pacing and the control and the tempo of the games very well throughout the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about that tempo at the end of the day. So at this point, we are going to leave you with the top 5 plays of the game presented by Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering a $20K bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. For all of us here at Boise State Esports, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me, Wyatt.
Of course.
Be kind to each other and have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Goodbye. 2 to 4, and like the positions that they're holding, it's gonna be really difficult to try and take this round.
Yeah, I definitely think with the mechanical skill of Boise State here, though, if they do overpeak, it's going to be very difficult for them to win this.
Well, I mean, there's one. Does get the ult now. If he can get, I mean, that's gonna force Brim out.
Yeah. Rariana's great with using utility to clear those like close angles.
Absolutely. You see it all the time. Oh, and almost got him with the satchel. Almost. That's one of the weirdest interactions is those satchel plays. I love them and hate them at the same time. And with that, moves to the net. Just waiting for the deadlock to peek heaven again. 3v3. Ooh, takes out both flanks.
Spike timer running low.
Yeah, and with that, it does look like that is going to be another.
Which might be a little awkward.
I think at this point it's probably they've already committed. Ult's not going to be used. Sky's able to take one.
Some beautiful shots.
Last player standing.
Well, if Skies can angle it off that wall. Ooh, wow.
He does ace though.
Yeah,
1v1.
All right, get the flash out. Yep. Oh, and he gets shot. So it's got to be.
He definitely knows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, no way.
He wins this.
Surely not. Surely not. Wow. That's not going to be enough time, I don't think.
Nope. Ooh. That was a good clutch by Skelesis.